Thank you, Speaker. I want to congratulate Jim Auld, who has officially retired after a whopping 37 years as a volunteer and administrator in community soccer, most of that in Dubbo. Jim started in 1985, managing one of his son's teams at Umina Beach before the family moved to Narromine in 87, when Jim became manager of the local Commonwealth Bank. And back in those days, the bank manager was expected to really embed themselves into the community, and it was something Jim took very seriously. Before long, he was involved in the Narromine Lions and Rotary clubs. He was helping organise fetes and fundraisers at Narromine Public School, and even helped establish the Narromine Little Athletics Club with Les Lambert back in the summer of 88-89. In 1994, the family moved to Dubbo, and by 96, Jim was either managing or coaching at least 3 teams a year, something he did not just once, but for about 15 years. Jim is not just a stalwart of Dubbo soccer, he is the stalwart of Dubbo soccer. Since 1998, Jim's held almost every role there is in the Dubbo and District Football Association: Treasurer, Association Manager, Registrar, Secretary, Member Protection Officer, Coaching Coordinator, Website Manager and Tribunal Chairperson, as well as the Association's Delegate to the Dubbo City Sports Council for 23 years. He's been the Dubbo Delegate for the Western New South Wales branch, serving on the Management Committee from 2007, including as Chair from 2012, and was the Western New South Wales branch delegate to the Football New South Wales Junior Standing Committee, which later became the Association's Standing Committee. Right up until this year, Jim compiled the draws for all junior and senior competitions, maintained the competition ladders and compiled draws for all the small-sided teams in Dubbo and Narromine. He was a coordinator of the Western Premier League from 2003 until 2011, also wearing the hats of Treasurer, Competition Secretary, Registrar and Tribunal Chair. Jim coordinated the Football New South Wales girls' state titles in Dubbo for a decade, and just 4 years ago he added another feather to his cap, becoming a referee in 2018. Now, Jim's contribution to football has been recognised many times. He's a life member of the Dubbo and District Football Association. He's received a Dubbo Sports Council Award for his individual contribution to soccer, and he's received a Football New South Wales State Award not once but twice for his commitment to the Dubbo and District Football Association and development of the world game right across Western New South Wales. Last year, Jim received the Distinguished Long Service Award from Sport New South Wales at the prestigious New South Wales Community Sports Awards. And just last month, Jim received Football New South Wales' highest honour, that is the George Churchward Medal, presented each year to an individual who's exemplified an outstanding commitment to the sport. Jim has received many awards for his work on the administrative side of things, but he's also done incredible work over the years to support players and families who have been doing it tough. From a player who was diagnosed with terminal cancer to endless sick kids, Jim would get the entire community involved to raise money to help cover the bills. And what most people don't know is that Jim's done all of that while engaged in his own health battle for the last 20-odd years. He's been spurred on by the love of his life and the love of the sport that's shared by his tireless wife Heather, who is with him every step of the way, literally down at the fields every weekend, helping get things done, putting up with the football admin office that's taken over part of their house for over a decade now. And when accepting the George Churchward Medal, Jim said Heather was his role model. A wise decision to say that, Jim, and well done, Heather. For the Aulds, soccer has always been a family affair. Jim and Heather practically raised their kids on the sidelines. Raylene, Nat, Alan and Patrick, plus the 10 grandsons and 1 granddaughter, all of them have been involved at some point. During the most recent local summer competition, 75-year-old Jim was the oldest registered player in Dubbo, as the Aulds made a bit of family history. 3 generations on the field at the same time. Alan and Patrick were playing, Jim was in goals, and grandson Bailey was refereeing. And that's what it's all about for Jim, watching kids grow and develop, not just in the sport, but as people, and seeing the joy and the friendships the sport gives to them. For Jim, there's still nothing better than watching some of the little under-5s or under-6s running around, some of them more interested in chasing a butterfly or looking at the grass, and then watching them grow up one day to coach their own kids' teams. He's now mostly retired. He's promised to help clean up that home office. Good luck, Heather. And both he and Heather are looking forward to travelling and spending more time with their ever-expanding family. It's a fantastic family. Congratulations, Jim. You've been amazing in the sport, but also just in your way of dealing with community and helping people throughout your long tenure. I'm sure you'll continue to do what you do so well, and congratulations again.